One of you asked for it, so here it is. A literal play-by-play of every single turn in a game of Basic Catan. And as you'll notice, it's in German. I didn't update the game. Well, I know that my iPhone automatically updates apps, but I logged back in, and I guess they put out a update for the servers, and now everything is in German for me. Apparently other people on the Catan Universe forums are having this problem, but apparently it's also been fixed. But I guess I'm one of those last few stragglers where they still in German. So, I wish I took German class in high school, but not that that would really help me much. I don't think I might recognize a word or two here or there, but I can't figure out how to find the setting to change the language, and I'm not quite sure it exists. So if y'all know that it does, let me know how to navigate my way to that setting. If you could give me those instructions in English, I'd be very much appreciative. So we're just playing, oh, my turn, Du bist dran, or German's very bad. Even an accent, I don't even let me challenge or give me an attempt for that. So we're playing Basic Catan, and I'm just trying to win. Oh, and then Blue, already this early in the game, just has to quit because, the servers are still spotty. So Blue's a computer now, and this actually made it way easier to edit out all the extra fluff, all the waiting time in between turns, because Blue takes lightning fast rolls and lightning fast turns. So that's good for us. And we're just playing a basic Catan, and I put my first starting settlement on that 6 brick, 10 brick, 9 wood, and it was kind of a mistake, but it wasn't a close game, so it didn't really matter anyways. But I didn't realize that I was placing down my settlements last, so I got to place my second settlement immediately following that one. So I would have, done it backwards, so I could have started off with a road. So just a little fun fact to point out. One thing to know for next time to completely master my gameplay over Catan and Settlers of Catan in general. Also, because Seafarers, I might do every play-by-play of that, and I might do a play-by-play of Cities and Nights. But, Cities and Nights, that's gonna be an hour worth of footage to edit out all the waiting time. All those little 1.5 second increments and 3 second increments and 5 second increments, and sometimes way longer increments, because I can understand in Cities and Nights, you're trying to really formulate your strategy, and you really got to take that extra 15 seconds during a turn sometimes, because in Cities and Nights, you could take your game in like 4 different directions, and you'll have wildly different outcomes for you. So very understandable. But I got 1 road on the board, and at this point in the game I was hoping to have a settlement by now, but instead I just have to build another road because the 5 refuses to be rolled, and I'm not quite on that 12 wheat yet. Not that I would really get rolled anyways, and unfortunately I'm not on the 11 wheat. And you can see that wheat is very, very dry this game. If you're not on the 5, like me and Red thought, you'd be pretty much screwed out of it getting any wheat. But actually 2 and 11 were rolled more often than they should have been, and there I just had to build another road because I just can't get the wheat that I need. You'll see I have 3 stone right now, but no wheat, so a city is still a wild dream that's far away from me. It's not low-reaching fruit by any means. And here I get a nice 10, and I know that the computer is going to trade for stone, so I take some stone for give away 1 of my brick, because I know I can 4-for-1 it. And then I chose to build on the 3 wood 8 sheep because I wanted to get an 8 just to have more number diversity and resource diversity, because I don't know how I've been acquiring sheep up until building on that 8 sheep, but I guess off 7s and I just didn't realize it. I was like, wow, I have more sheep than I should have because I'm not built on sheep at all. So anyways, I built on that one before building on the ports because this is Harbor Master. I was able to figure that out, not because I understand German, or I could, like, the German word for Harbor Master was close to Harbor Master, but because when I looked in the settings early in the game, I saw that we were playing to 11 victory points instead of 10, and the only game mode in Basic Catan where you play to 11 victory points is, of course, Harbor Master. So I'm going to get 2 3-for-1 ports, because that's pretty much how it goes for me every time when I play, you know, Harbor Master. It's like I always seem to build right near like 2 3-for-1 ports, and just makes it kind of redundant, but it's better to have a 3-for-1 port than not have one, and then I guess it's better to have 2 than just have 1 if you're playing Harbor Master, so you can get the extra 2 victory points once you build a city on one of those ports and have a settlement on the other port, which will give you a total of 3 for the Harbor Master score, which will give you 2 additional victory points. So it all works out. And another 7, lots of 7s like there always is in this game. And I'm gonna get a pass to blue. Blue's gonna roll 8. Now I have 7 cards, and of course another 8's gonna be rolled, so now I have 8 cards, and I figure I was gonna roll the robber, because whenever I have more than 7 cards, I almost always roll the robber. And this one time I don't, which is kind of, you know, amazing, a miracle really. So I traded my sheep for the brick instead of my wood for a brick, because I knew I was gonna need wood later on to build that settlement, and I'd rather just have 1 sheep and 3 wood instead of 1 wood and 3 sheep. And coming around, I get my sheep stolen, but I'm not worried anymore because I know 8 is getting pretty hot. And there's another 8 sheep at the top of the board that no one decided to build on, but that 8 sheep, 10 stone, 3 brick, that's not a bad spot. And I had to go ahead and take longest road because I still can't get any wheat, and I knew that, you know, someone was going to be stealing my cards in some way, shape, or form. So although blue didn't roll a 7, he still played his knight development card, stole from me. So I was like, okay, you know, I'd rather have longest road than not have longest road, me trying to save up for a settlement and just getting my cards taken away. And this was a good roll, because now I can trade in 3 wood for a wheat, get a settlement, and be that much closer to victory. At this point I have 7 victory points. Blue and red each have 3, and I'm like, oh, there goes a 12, so I actually get a wheat off of 12 before I get a wheat off of 5, which is hilarious. And at this point in the game, blue does have 4 roads, and I have 5, so I'm like, blue's a computer, so he's probably not that smart enough to take longest road. He's probably going to be just buying development cards or doing whatever computers do. So I'm not too worried about that. I'll just keep focusing on saving up for my city so I can get Harbor Master, and in building a city in 1 turn, I can effectively get 3 victory points, which will put me on everybody's radar to shut me down and take away all my cards. But at that point, it'll be much too late in the game to really try to catch back up, because red just got the 4 victory points. But here is my city au contraire to boost me ahead. I'm 1 victory point away, and I could build another road and a settlement up there on that 6 brick, 12 wheat, but I'd rather just build a city, because why get a victory point with 6 cards when you can do it with only 5? So that's the story of this game. There's a play-by-play of literally every turn. One dude and one comment on one of my previous Catan videos asked to see the whole game, and now you are seeing the whole game. Now, if that same dude, or dudette, don't assume gender of course, wants to see the entire game with all the waiting around time, then I will comply, and he or she will get what she demands or asks for. But I figured this was kind of a little bit of a compromise between the people that just want a quick video and the people that kind of want to more hang around for a little while. If you want to hang around for a little while, why not just watch my Catan Universe playlist, where I have now 72 videos. So, or just watch other people play Catan. I'm sure there's other masterminds other than myself. So thanks for watching, and I will see you later.